morning, Travelers Rest.
Rest.
I'm Emily Huggins, and I'm bringing you breaking news from the Brewster sisters poisoning elderly men with arsenic. Earlier this morning, the CSI investigated the house, and of the 2 women, they found multiple bodies in the cellar. Local friends and family have noted that the Brewster sisters are such kind women, and this comes as such a shock to them. It has also been noted that there is no actual motive for the crime besides relieving their loneliness. In other words, they believe that the gentlemen are old and lonely, so they killed them. Now, I've asked Miss Emily Williams, here our historian, to come and inform us on a little history of the past cases of arsenic poison. Emily Williams! Emily Williams! Good morning.
Good morning.
So, tell us, Emily, what would you like to talk to us about today?
Well, I'm here to tell you about the serious effects of arsenic poisoning.
Serious?
Yeah, such as, you remember President Zachary Taylor?
Zachary Taylor, yes.
Yes, he was a big hero in the Mexican War.
Hero?
Hero.
Hero? What did he do?
That's what I'm about to tell you. Well, what he did is secretive business.
Oh, my.
But after the war, he got very sick, deathly sick, died a few days later. Come to find out, the man had stomach inflammation.
Stomach inflammation?
Since then, we believe that he had had arsenic poisoning.
Is there any other significant figures?
Well, you know, King George. He was a really significant figure. People have thought that's what happened to him. And also, Francis Hall died of arsenic poisoning as well.
Oh, yes. Anything else you'd like to add?
Napoleon Bonaparte, I tell you, he died in 1921, and they thought that he had gastric cancer, but he sure didn't. You know what happened? He had arsenic poisoning. We found out because of samples in his hair.
In his hair?
And it was way after. It was like 1961. About 40 years later did they find out.
Me, oh my. Well.
Oh, Jane Austen.
Oh, the writer of Pride and Prejudice.
Yes.
Yes.
They thought that she had Addison's disease or cancer due to her skin started turning black and white and all kinds of different colors on it. You know what she had?
What?
Yes.
Arsenic poisoning. Yep.
Darn right.
God, I'm so good. Well, thank you, Miss Emily Williams. It was previously reported that an outbreak of apparent foodborne illness occurred after a Lutheran church gathering in Maine. Not only did this cause illness, but a death of an elderly man. Recent criminal investigation assessments show that the illness was actually caused by arsenic contamination in the coffee. It is proven after court cases that the coffee was intentionally contaminated, but the name of the prosecutor has not yet been released to the public.
Hi, I'm Caroline Clark, reporting to you live from my basement. I would come in today, but I'm busy doing important chemist things.
Haha, Miss Clark, what's arsenic?
1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10.
4p3! Arsenic is an element in the periodic table that can be very, very poisonous. It only takes 100 milligrams of arsenic to kill a grown person. It was founded by Albertus Magnus in the 1200s, but used by ancient people as a fertilizer and a medicine. Arsenic can lead to cancer if you are highly exposed to it.
What is arsenic used for generally?
Arsenic conducts electricity. It is used in metals to make the metal harder and stronger. Also, it is used as a laser material to convert electricity directly into coherent light. Inorganic arsenic is used in wood preservation, and compounds of arsenic that are lower than the poisonous level are used in chemotherapy to attack invading microorganisms. That's a positive thing. Some of the compounds that arsenic forms are Gersterfil, which is nickel and arsenic, sulfide glossite, which is arsenic and iron, sulfide perovskite, which is arsenic and silver, and spirulite, which is arsenic and platinum. Arsenic with lead makes the metal harder and stronger than pure lead, but arsenic metals are very poisonous.
What is arsenic's occurrence in nature, and what are some of the properties? of arsenic?
Arsenic occurs in many minerals, usually with sulfur, oxygen, and chlorine. Arsenic can also be found as a pure elemental crystal, but very rarely. Physically, arsenic is steel gray that is very brittle, crystalline, and a metalloid solid. When it is heated, it is oxidized into arsenic oxide that forms a flame and carries a garlic odor. Chemically, when heated in air, the electronegativity reactivity is 2.18. The toxicity is very potent, which means that a small dose can do a lot of damage. Arsenic does not dissolve in water or most cold acids. It reacts with hot acids to arsenic acid and arsenic acid.
What is the atomic number and number of arsenic along with other information? No, that's a question for the books.
The atomic number of arsenic is 33, which means that it is in group 15 or pentagon and in period 4. Arsenic has 5 valence electrons and an atomic mass number of 74.9216 AMU. The configuration is under the symbol AS.
Thank you, Miss Clark, and thank you for letting us interrupt your work.
Yes, I'm going to share with you some information that we received on accidental arsenic poisoning.
Okay.
A 56-year-old man was recently referred to the ED in western Alabama for having dark red urine. After laboratory tests, it is said to be caused by a previous gas mixture containing arsenic and copper. Chelating treatment was immediately initiated before the confirmation of unintentional arsenic poisoning. Crazy, right?
Today, I am filming right outside of my new business opening in Greenville, located in Cherrydale, in front of the movie theater. So come by to visit whenever you feel sick, have a headache, or throw up. But no, don't throw up on me. Never mind. Just stay at home and puke in the toilet bowl if you throw up. Oh, by the way, I am Dr. Eliza Lamb, and the reason that I'm on camera right now is because I couldn't come into your newscast today to answer some questions that you have on your feature show this morning. So I have the questions that were sent to me by news reporter Emily Huggins, and so I'm just going to answer them, and then you're going to be watching me on your TV. So the questions are, what are the physiological effects of ingesting arsenic? Well, arsenic is a small molecule that can easily get into cells and cause cell injury and death by multiple mechanisms. Inorganic arsenic is more toxic than organic arsenic. There's a bird! Ah! The primary routes of entry of arsenic into the body are through ingestion or inhalation. Dermal absorption also occurs, but to a lesser extent. Arsenic initiates cellular injury by binding with sulfhydryl groups. The half-life of inorganic arsenic in humans are approximately 10 hours. Arsenic is excreted in urine in most single and low-level dose, which usually takes a few days. About 95% of the ingested dose is absorbed from the GI tract, and about 60% to 90% by inhalation, which affects the lungs. Dermal absorption results from rare arsenic occupational accidents such as trichloride and acetic acid containing arsenic being splashed onto the skin. After absorption through lungs and the GI tract, arsenic is widely distributed by blood throughout the body. Most tissues rapidly clear arsenic except for skin, hair, and nails. Usually from 2 to 4 weeks after exposure, most arsenic remaining in the body is found in keratin-rich tissues like hair, nails, skin, bones, and teeth. Arsenic gas causes anemia by hemolysis. In conclusion, arsenic affects nearly all organ systems. Arsenic can cause cancer within the lungs, skin, bladder, prostate, kidney, liver, and much more. In addition, arsenic, a carcinogen in multiple organ systems, can cause serious effects of the neurologic, respiratory, hematologic, cardiovascular, gastrointestinal, in other words, GI, and other systems. Oh my God, talking check if you have arsenic poisoning through your urine. You know what else? You can have an overall body check. You can go in there, and then the doctors can check you everywhere. Our next question is, what are the symptoms of arsenic poisoning, and what are the tests that are used to confirm such incident as well as treatments? Okay. Breathe. Okay. Symptoms of arsenic poisoning include, but are not limited to, measlines, which are transverse white lines along the nails. Yes.
I like your nails.
Yeah, I just got them did. You like them? 5 weeks ago.
They last a long time.
Very, very long time. Very, very good. Only $20. Anyways, the symptoms are mealines, which are like visibles on the fingernails within several weeks or months after being poisoned by arsenic. Another symptom can be garlic odor breath, severe abdominal pain, nausea and vomiting, thirst, dehydration, anorexia, heartburn, dermatitis, hyperextension, and shock. Heart failure, tracheobronchitis, lightheadedness, headache, weakness, seizure, coma, paralysis, congestion, fever, and weight loss. I'm going to just teach you how to get rid of these things. Okay, the next thing is stomach pain. You get Pepto-Bismol, nausea, and vomiting. If you need to vomit, find a toilet bowl. If you are thirsty, drink water. If you're dehydrated, drink water. If you have heartburn, take some heartburn medicine. If you have dermatitis, get a dermatologist. Okay, the next thing is, for recent and chronic exposure, the 24-hour urine collection for arsenic is the most useful laboratory test. Treatments for arsenic poisoning include the removal from exposure. This is the most helpful ways, because if you are in a working condition where there can be arsenic poisoning towards you, must go. I repeat once again, treatments for arsenic poisoning include the removal from exposure, which is the key management intervention for arsenic effects. Also, gut decontamination and hemodynamic stabilization are key factors to helping you get better. Yes. Chelation with DMSA or DMPS for high-dose exposure can be performed. Patients who have been exposed to arsenic should be advised to stop smoking. Contact doctor if notice any health changes. Stay well nourished with a diet rich in selenium, antioxidants, and folate.
You're still talking?
What are the dosage levels of arsenic? The minimum lethal dose is in the range of 1 to 3 micrograms per kilograms. The fatal human dose for ingested arsenic trioxide is about 600 micrograms per kilograms. And that is all.
Hi, I'm cameraman J. Harvey Cleveland. I'm very excited to be filling in for Emily Huggins. Thank you very much for Eliza and everyone who joined us today on our morning news. I would like to close program with one last story of natural arsenic poisoning. A not so recent but still active study of arsenic poisoning found in Bangladesh, India. Puzzles scientists even now, more than a decade after crisis. Large traces of element arsenic were found in groundwater of the Bengal Basin, leaving residents unable to use water even for cooking. Or washing dishes. The source of the poisoning has not yet been determined, but the theory is that nearby man-made ponds that house organic materials containing arsenic may have run into basin, contaminating it. I'm J. Harvey Cleveland. You stay classy, Travelers Rest.